He said 15 minutes.
That's too long.
But more importantly, I don't know how to take off that.
Logitech.
Yeah.
It should be in the settings, Edward. In the settings. And welcome back to Broke Chill Friday, episode
Oh fuck!
50.
When did you start?
Episode 58. Okay, this is officially episode 58. I promise. Saving Private Walters episode 58. Alrighty then. So, yeah, episode 58, and
Fuck it, I don't care. That logo can stay there.
alright, it
Can
doesn't
eat
matter.
my ass.
It hasn't impacted us before, won't impact us now, so it's fine. Alright, episode 58. So we've got Edward. Wait, Edward, say something. I don't know if it's recording. Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, it's definitely okay. There we go. Okay. Holy shit, so what happened?
Hold on. I need to finish showing everything. This one's almost gone already.
Oh my
And then I showed the other one, but it's on my foot.
What did you do?
So we're getting tented, right? Like we're getting the termite thing done. And so
Oh.
they told us we gotta get like a foot or so of everything out of the way of where the tent is gonna drop.
Mhm.
Like between the house and whatever's in the way. So we have to chop down good parts of the tree.
Mhm.
I've injured myself a total of 3 times.
Jesus.
One time
how?
because I wasn't used to holding the saw,
Mhm.
and it created a, how do you call it, a callus
Mhm.
that then ripped as soon as it formed, and it broke. I don't know if I can get to focus on the
It
thing.
broke.
But it was like
Ow.
about that. It was about that big, the callus, and it just ripped off and just started bleeding. And I was like, interesting. This one happened because I was trying, like the blade got stuck in the middle of the wood.
Mhm.
And so I was like, it's okay, I can power through this. I can force it through. Just and then I didn't notice that this part of my arm
Mhm.
was touching the tree. And so because the saw was kind of moving my arm back really
Oh,
fast
it
at
just
the
started
speed,
doing it on
it was
the.
scraping against the tree. Just
Ah, fuck. Edward be
Yeah,
like, I
absolutely.
can't feel pain.
Oh, okay. And so then the third one was I was using this machete, right?
Mhm.
Because I had to chop off the excess branches after we chopped down the thing so they could all fit into a trash can, right? And I used a bit too much strength a couple of times when chopping off the parts, and I hit my leg with the blade, like right on the
Oh,
bone, like on the shin,
Fuck.
like twice.
Wait.
And so I got a bruise.
Oh, fuck. With the blade or with, like, the side?
Anyway, so how's your?
Did you chop into your leg, Edward?
I didn't chop into my leg.
Okay.
Let's be fair. I just got a bruise. I have good
Fuck.
bones.
You got good bones. Yeah, you're eating your calcium right now.
Mm-hmm.
Holy fuck, dude, that is brutal.
It's because I always have to do it like in the morning, right? Like around 9 a.m. And I usually wake up around 10. And that's because I've been having a lot of trouble sleeping
Mhm.
recently, and I go to sleep at like 5 o'clock in the morning. So I go to sleep at 5. I wake up at 9, and then I start doing like heavy duty yard
Oh
work.
no. Immediately into the physical labor.
Yeah,
Ah, yes,
exactly.
5 hours of sleep, physical labor. Here we go.
Dude, okay, the very first time I started, I got so little sleep, or like the sleep just wasn't good enough, that like I was chopping the tree with the machete, right? Like I was like shaving away the stuff that was supposed to go off, and I was like passing out while I was doing that.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Like,
You
I
don't
was
want to
there,
pass out with a fucking power saw, dude. What are you
Oh, fuck.
doing?
I had the okay. To be fair, I wasn't using the power saw that time. I was using the machete.
Mhm.
And I like because I was taking care of the branches that were already knocked down, right?
Mhm.
And how do you call it? And I was just like, oh, one branch. Fuck. Okay. Next one. And just like kept fucking doing it. And I was able to do it, but at one point I was like, I found myself like essentially doing it while basically asleep, and like I like something startled me awake. I think a car passed by or something, and I just like fuck, or like I was like waving the machete around like this, and I was like,
Oh my
okay, you know,
God.
just gonna place this down. I want to go take like a half-hour nap or
Another
an
nap.
hour nap. I woke up and I went back and I finished everything for the day, and I was like, okay, you know.
Mhm.
But my dad did get mad at me because I just left everything where it was. and people couldn't leave the drive from the driveway because it's like the front, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so people like the branches were blocking everything, so people couldn't leave. And so he got mad at me to go, and I was like, just give me 30 minutes. And I just took a nap, and I woke up, and I was like, okay, I can finish everything now.
Mm-hmm.
The 30 minutes was just a crescendo of rest.
Jesus.
So yeah, that's what's been happening the past week or two.
Well, at least you're not doing the Tesla cycle, because the Tesla cycle consists of taking 6 20-minute naps evenly distributed throughout your day. Continue indefinitely.
Oh, I know that one. That's the Superman sleep schedule.
So, yeah, there we go. That's what it's called. But Tesla did that. And, well, Tesla apparently would sleep 15 minutes out of every 4 hours for a daily total of 1.5 hours of sleep. So he was able to gain 6 hours a day. But he had a mental breakdown at 25, so, you know.
Who
do we really trust?
There's other people that do that, and they've like managed to successfully like not have mental breakdowns.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, I don't know if I trust that. You know.
Oh well, I mean,
considering some people already consider me addicted to caffeine and coffee.
Guess what age Tesla died at?
27.
86. So it worked.
Oh fuck! It worked,
dude. I was like, "What the fuck? How did he die?" And he died
in an era when like the average lifespan was like what, 60?
Yeah, he lived. So he lived in New York City for nearly 60 years. He died of coronary thrombosis at age of 86. So I mean, maybe you can do it through your 20s and through your 30s, maybe. But everyone's like, "Don't do it." Everyone says, "Don't do it."
Yeah.
So, because obviously back then, I'm like, people weren't driving large machinery, and for most of the time, you know, it's like you kind of walk to your stuff. And he specifically was an inventor, so most of the time he's at home anyway. So who knows if he like fell asleep with his eyes open and
like
then just had like fever dreams.
They're called micro sleeps.
I too watched Nightmare on Elm Street.
3 seconds. Wait, what?
Oh, Nightmare on Elm Street, the reboot. They made a joke about it. How they were like explaining the psychology of like lack of sleep would do to people.
Oh, I haven't seen a single Nightmare on Elm Street.
Really? Oh, wait, you haven't seen any horror movie, right? Or like most horror movies, right?
No, that's not exactly true. I've seen all of the Jason ones.
Like the classic
ones,
ones,
seen
like
Texas Chainsaw Massacres. Yeah.
Wait, you did see the original?
I just haven't seen. Wait, what?
You have seen the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
I think so, yeah.
Because last time you said you didn't, and then Walter and I were like, "You gotta watch it, Edward. It's a classic."
I might have seen it since then. I know I have seen it now, though.
Okay.
I know for sure I haven't seen Nightmare on Elm Street, though.
Mm.
And I refuse to watch any Chucky movie on principle now. I'm not exactly afraid anymore, but on principle.
It's your beliefs now.
Yeah, exactly.
Ingrained into your personality. So why exactly were you afraid of Chucky? For people that don't know.
I think I went to go see it when I was like 4 or something. Like I was expecting to go see like the Scooby-Doo movie or Scooby-Doo 2 or whatever the fuck.
Chucky.
And my parents were like, "No, we're watching Chucky," and I was like, "Oh well, here goes my childhood."
And you're sitting there and you're like, "Mom, I don't want to watch this," and she's like, "Watch it," and you're like, "Ah!" You get Clockwork Oranged into watching it.
Yeah. And that's how I became a serial killer.
Oh my god. It's the
And that's the origin story of Edward's Sex Dungeon.
I was gonna say it's literally the origin story. That's crazy though. But yeah, I don't know. It's a Tesla allegedly never slept for more than 2 hours in any given 24-hour period. But you know. Yeah, I mean he had a mental breakdown at 25, but he didn't kill himself or anything, so.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Napping shifts. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. I saw what's it called? An infographics video about that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I like go on YouTube to like try to look for it, and immediately the first video I see is the last one, the Mandalorian podcast.
Nice.
Our episode.
It's in your recommended. Watch it.
Yeah. It has 0 views.
So far.
It doesn't even say 0 views. It says no views.
How dare they? Okay, let me post it real quick and then people will know.
Yes. Let's see.
But yeah, I was gonna say they call it the Uberman sleep schedule. Could you be convinced to sleep just 2 hours a day? That's crazy. I wonder.
Yeah. How to sleep only 2 hours a day?
Sometimes. That's I don't know. I mean, maybe, but
I feel like this is like a rich person thing, that a rich person will do this until they get too tired of doing that. Because you know what they say. If you're rich, you're considered eccentric. If you're poor, you're considered mad. Like you're considered insane.
Yeah, that's funny. Also,
so I feel really eccentric people will take this on.
Yeah. Also, it keeps getting uploaded in 720. I hate this so much. God damn it.
Wait, what?
I'm like, it keeps getting it keeps getting uploaded. I said uploaded in 720 instead of being uploaded in fucking 1440. How do I send you videos, man? Because I mean, these videos are like 30 gigs big, so
yeah.
Maybe.
I downloaded some software called I don't know, it gave me a virus. No, I'm just kidding. It's called a 4K downloader. And it basically lets me download the videos from YouTube at its original thing. And so I was finally able to edit it at like the 4K quality. And once I did that, like I was able to upload it at the full quality again, because it shows you when it's 720 or below, it gives you the SD.
Yeah.
And when it gives you and when it's 1080 or above, it gives you the HD, and it'll take extra time to process and stuff. So for me, it ended up taking like about 16 minutes total. To upload, to process, and for YouTube to do its whole shebang.
And that one was Saving Private Walter that you did it with, right?
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I was gonna say, I do see it. It's perfect. It's in 1080p 60. Okay. Good.
The 4K downloader worked. So.
Attaboy.
I don't know. It's like a random thing that I found. It looks sketch as fuck. I mean, it looks super sketch.
They gotta harvest your info for a little bit, then Then
look, I'm gonna send you an image of the program, of what the program looks like. It looks so sketch, but it worked, and I haven't seen any viruses on my computer yet. So,
not yet.
Yeah. All right, I sent it in the Discord.
Well, yeah, 4K video downloader. As long as it looks like an app, that's pretty much. Oh my God, explain this Teletubby meme? Jesus. What have you done? What have you
I don't
done
know.
To my child?
I found that on Facebook, and I'm like, every day we stray further from the light of God.
It is time to go and repent before Doom Guy comes. Did you play the Ancient Gods 1 or not?
No, I haven't yet.
Oh, did you buy it at least? Come on, Ancient Gods Part 1.
All right, I'll buy it. I gotta buy it. No, I'm just kidding. I will buy it.
Yeah. Wait, did you actually buy Doom Eternal, or you got it cracked also?
The first time I got it cracked. I think I bought it since. I hope I bought it since. The first time I played it, I bought it cracked. I played through the story a second time, and I think the second time was because I bought it.
Okay, I was gonna say, because I'm gonna send you the. I should have sent you the sale when it went on sale, but I didn't know if you had gotten it or not. Because it was like $40 for everything, basically deluxe edition plus.
Oh, for everything.
Yeah, Ancient Gods Part 1. It was on sale in I think in November. I've played like, I don't know, almost 50 hours of the game because it's so much fun, but also because I've died so many times. But dude,
yeah.
Do you care about spoilers because it's a video game, or I mean,
not really.
Because I know it's like a story-based video game, and that's kind of why I'm like, I don't know about playing the first one, because I already know what happens in the first one, and I'm like, if the entire
in the very first Doom.
Well, Doom 2016, that one.
Oh, the remake.
Yeah.
Oh, it's $30 for the deluxe edition.
Still $29.95.
Yep, $29.69 for the Doom Eternal Deluxe Edition. The Doom Eternal single player campaign, the battle mode, the 1 year pass, and the deluxe edition content, which is all the DLC. For the entirety of the Doom franchise, it's $42.
That's pretty cheap. Nice. Base game, battle mode, single player campaign, year 1 pass, demonic slayer skin, classic weapon sound pack. It is still $29.69 then, yeah. Okay, then
yeah, I might buy it then. Yeah. Wait, no, I should have it. I just gotta buy the DLC. Yeah. Oh, that sucks because the DLC is $30.
I know, isn't that funny? No, it's $20, isn't it? 19.99.
The
part one.
Let me go back. I kind of left. Yeah, 19.99. Yeah, you're right. $20. Oh, that's not bad.
Oh, dude, and then
you know, 20. Oh, I was gonna say most people would think $20 is a lot for a game.
Honestly, dude, no, like that's nothing for a game because every like shitty remake of every NBA, every golf, soccer game, it's fucking $60, dude. You got to pay $60 to get the exact same game. Like, why would you do that? You know,
over and over again.
Exactly, makes no sense. No sense at all. It's Private Walter.
Private Walter back at it again.
Private Walter. So
boots on the ground looking at.
Honestly. Oh, okay, wait. Well, since you say you didn't care about spoilers from Doom,
yeah.
It's like, okay, it's so much fucking harder. Ancient Gods Part 1 is way harder, and you don't have the Crucible sword anymore, so you can't just like one-shot people whenever you want. Because, you know, obviously, you left the Crucible in the... At the end of the game, you know how you just leave it in his head, right? Because you got to kill him.
Yeah.
And it just, the first part just ends like, oh, you know, his fight is eternal or whatever. It's like Doom Eternal. Roll credits. So then in Part 1, you have to so remember how Vega, he was like, am I the father? And it turns out Vega is like literally God, because he's like, they trapped the essence of the actual God in there. And then you have to go and revive the Dark Lord, which is implied to be like, you know, Satan, right? The Dark Lord, the leader and the ruler of hell or whatever. And so you have to grab his orb and then revive him to kill him. But the thing is, you know how one of the makers is on your side, Samuel, the Dr. Samuel Hayden? He tells you to revive the father's life sphere, right? So he can come back in a physical form and, like, you know, be like eternal or whatever, right? And fix whatever's been done. But instead it says, it's funny because in the first mission it says, he's like, okay, you have to go retrieve the life sphere of the father. Like the intern is like helping you. He's like, you got to go retrieve the life sphere of the father. And then it says on your HUD, it says, destroy the life sphere of the father. And he's like, it says there in your mission, you have to destroy the father's life sphere. That's not what Dr. Samuel asked you to do. And then you just continue. I mean, you destroy it anyway. And when you destroy it, it releases his essence back into like the world or whatever. So he doesn't have a physical form, but he still knows everything, but he just can't do anything, right? So then he's in your head and he's like, oh, this and this, and you got to move here. And then you have to fight Dr. Samuel Hayden because he turns into a maker, but then like the demon maker version, and then starts reviving a bunch of demons and like superpowering them, and you have to kill him. You have to fight him like 4 times. Like he has like 4 different health bars and stages. Like when I killed him the first time, I was like, that seemed a little too easy, and then it just got harder and harder.
Why
and,
is there extra boss music?
Honestly, no, because like it even went to the cutscene of him like falling, and I'm like, that seemed a little too easy. My camera went out of focus. It seemed a little too easy. And then he revived again and again, and he just does a bunch of more stuff. But at the end, when you go and you revive the Dark Lord, it comes up and it looks like a human, and then it turns out it's just you, but as like a demon leader. And it's like, the Dark Lord is not a king. He is rather the fiercest of all the demons, for only the strongest could rule all of hell. And then it shows up as, it's literally you with like, you literally have the sentinel sign on the back, but he's like, I don't know why they make him naked, but he's just showing up being revived slowly. The sentinel sign on the back, like a little dark red, it's just a red chest, and then his eyes open and they're red. And then the voiceover basically ends with like, he's not a leader, he is you from their world. And then it just ends, and I was like, are you shitting me? Like, that's just how the game ends. I felt so fucking like blue-balled by it, because I was like, holy shit, I'm gonna have to fight myself. But because you know how in the game it's canon that you are literally too angry to die, right? Like that's why there's like the blood punch, because you gain health from killing your enemies. So it's like, I wonder what it's like having to fight him, or what tactics he's gonna have, because he's not like one of the Marauders, because you know how the Marauders were old Night Sentinels, but then you just fucking shock at them, whatever, right? But this is literally you, like a version of you in the game,
too angry to die.
Exactly.
Yeah, but another person, basically the demon version of you that's too angry to die.
Exactly. So I wonder. But also, if you kill him, like basically in the story wise, if you kill him, it severs a connection of all the demons outside of hell, so they can't get out anymore. But also, it's canon that everyone who dies goes to hell. So I'm kind of like, now what? You know, everyone who dies goes to hell and gets processed as energy. So
I was gonna say we're delving into a supernatural territory where like the TV show where it's like, oh well.
Oops.
You know, y'all have died so many times, kind of there's nowhere else for you to go.
And now we revived Walter. Walter, I think your mic is on a different one.
Oh god. The echo. The echo.
Wrong mic.
Really? No, I think it's the right one.
You know what we should get? We should get lab mics.
Man, we should all just get together for the last one again.
Yeti.
For the last mulligan.
Yeti. There we go.
There we go. Yeti. No, I was saying for the last one again. You get me? Like for the last episode with Walter here before he deploys back to Korea to get some, you know,
before he gives
a kill streak.
Kim Jong-un a rim job.
Exactly. So how's that experience been, Mr. GoArmy.com?
He's lubing up them lips.
Gotta get them lips wet. Gotta get them lips wet. Before you tongue the Supreme Leader's asshole.
Jesus Christ. Alright. It's cool, man. I don't know. I'm just saying bye to everybody, I guess.
You what?
Just saying bye to everybody, I guess, before I take off for like a year.
A year? What happened to leaving
like
for 4
a year
years?
straight. Yeah, no, I'm gonna be here for a year straight and then come back on vacation or whatever.
Training.
Yeah, it's like fuck, like.
Wait, but I thought do the clerk positions you still gotta go to the basic training?
Yeah, I'm not like a clerk though.
Wait. So what exactly are you doing?
Logistics. I think it's like automated.
A desk job, right?
Logistical something. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh my god, dude.
You're a desk job.
Automated
like
logistics. Turns out you're in a submarine.
I hope not. I hope I'm not just at a desk.
Bruh, you trying to be in active combat? Come on.
No, I'm not trying to be active combat, man. I'm not trying to.
Then you
about to get deployed
at a desk, get all the benefits of being in the army, except safe and sound in your army office.
True.
Well,
True.
hopefully Trump doesn't go on, on the 20th, right day before our inauguration, just goes, fucking declare war on everyone, bitches, and then he jumps in.
Oh, fucking Trump. He's trying to force through a $2,000 COVID relief bill.
Dude, and then Mitch McConnell said no, so
Yeah,
both
sides are trying to do it, right?
Yeah.
Mitch
everyone,
McConnell is the only fucking piece of shit
only
leader of
raggedy
the
ball
house.
sack.
Dude, he looks like a fucking decrepit turtle, and I apologize on behalf of all turtles. My God, it's so bad, dude. I don't understand. Like, I know we're not hurting or anything right now, but like, imagine all the people that are like need that, and it's a one-time thing of $2,000. Like, what the fuck? Like, you think
like specifically us three? Like, what would we do if we had that? We'd save it. Like, we don't really need it right now, but literally almost everyone else in the country, like. Because we're like the last level of like people that don't really need it.
Honestly, so the unemployment rate right now, it's 6.7%. So I mean that's probably a lot because the average, let me see, 6.7% average
of what is it? 330 million people.
But that doesn't but that doesn't really tell the whole story because like there's people that are like literally one paycheck away from like. I was like, oh, we can't pay you. We're gonna have to delay your paycheck to next week, and then you're homeless.
So living paycheck to paycheck. Yeah.
Yeah. Or it's like, oh, COVID, we're reducing your pay by like 20% because we got to make up profits.
Right.
And it's like, well, now they're shit out of luck. Like, there's a lot of people that really do need it.
That's crazy, dude. We should have been getting money every month, dude. That's crazy.
Dude, fucking, there's countries that got like $2,600 per month during this entire thing.
Yeah.
It's like.
I don't know. That's places that can actually take care of their citizens with like politicians that relatively care. I'm not gonna say fully because there's still scumbags everywhere, but
they're politicians.
It's
look. I get the feeling that I want to be a politician. If I ever do, I'm gonna be a scumbag because all politicians are scumbags. That's it. It doesn't matter how good you are. You're still a scumbag because you are a politician.
Honestly,
like the job, it's like being a cop. Because you chose to be a cop, the job makes you a piece of shit.
It was basically like 10% unemployment at the height because of there was over 30 million people were unemployed basically at the height of it. When they were like beginning the shutdown and stuff. And so
it was like 40.
I mean, honestly, probably more.
That would be civil war right there, dude. Like like during the Great Depression, the unemployment rate was like what?
24%.
24. Yeah, I thought it was 26. Yeah,
we were like halfway there basically at 10%.
Yeah. How do you call it? Automation can push that up to like 47 or some shit.
Yeah, but I mean, honestly.
Damn, that was some good dead air.
Honestly, it really was. We're both all just staring like,
Yeah, like, oh fuck.
I don't know, man. It's bad, especially because it's literally one person that's holding back $2,000 from like every American. It's
Yeah.
like
Well, like not even every American, like probably like half of the Americans, right?
or well, yeah,
No, everyone.
Not everybody applies, not
They-
children, right?
Well, they want to do direct payments to like working Americans. That's the thing. That's so obviously it'd be like, okay, if you're a millionaire, you don't need it. You're not eligible. But if it's like
Right.
for people that
I think it's like like 2,000 for per like working American, and then 500 for like children or something like that.
Yeah, per children that they have.
Yeah.
So the goal is just have like 60 children, and then you'll get like a shit ton of money.
McConnell blocks effort to quickly increase direct stimulus
Hell
payments.
no.
Hell no.
What a piece
I don't even want one, dude. Hell no.
Yeah,
My
you know,
God.
Hell no.
that's like one of the biggest lies. You don't need to have children. Like, if you don't want one, you don't
true.
need to get one.
It's because people have like, like they have like a need in their head, like, oh, I gotta do more with my life, I gotta be fulfilled, and you gotta have kids. It's kinda...
See, those are the people that, honestly, in my opinion, are the ones that the least need to be having kids for now. Because like a kid isn't gonna solve that, and then they're just gonna come to hate the kid, and that kid's gonna grow up to be fucked up as hell in the head. It's like,
that happens
chill.
all the time, man.
Work your life out first, and then have a kid.
Yeah,
Chill.
for real. I know, dude. I hate freaking people in high school and like right after high school having kids and shit. That's just so fucking nasty.
Dumbest shit I've ever seen, dude.
Like,
Do you know how many
everywhere,
single
like,
mothers I know now?
dude,
A lot.
on Facebook, every other post is someone with their fucking kid. It's like, dude, I'm 4, almost 25 in like 6 months.
You're not
Like,
24.
y'all
You're
too young
23.
to be having a kid. 23, whatever the fuck. I lost count.
You don't remember how old you are. What are you doing?
No, I was born in 1876. That's when I stopped counting.
Yeah, age is just a number.
Oh, okay. We're gonna have to have a serious talk about
And
this.
jail is just a place.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, that's how the full saying goes. So,
Jail is just a room, like fuck.
dude, it's crazy. Republicans passed nearly $2 trillion in tax cuts. And they included a tax break for corporate meal expenses. And they tried to say, we can't afford the $2,000. It's the dumbest shit ever, dude. The dumbest shit ever. My God. Man.
Dude,
You're
like, I
closing it?
swear to fucking God.
It's too bright.
Like, fucking hell.
It's not bright enough. More. There we go. Nice and bright.
Dude. Dude, I've been really
Nah, you're
getting
fine.
into Twitch.
Now it's too dark, but okay.
Now it's too dark.
Look at that.
Dude. Bruh.
You turned it a little too much. Turn it a little bit.
I replaced the light bulb that I had. I used to have like a Bluetooth light bulb to light up my room, but because it's Bluetooth, like, it doesn't really light up as much. So I switched it to a regular LED bulb,
And now it's like, yeah.
and now it's like bright. And so now I got light in the background, light in front, and it gives me like the perfect. Because when I turn on that light over there,
Yeah.
it how do you call it?
Messes
It like,
with
yeah, it gives me like a glare. So I turn on this light, the face light.
Between.
All right, remember to link your Twitch in the description below.
Oh yeah,
is
I forgot to do it on
twitch.tv?
the episode. Oh no, on the episode where I was supposed to add my Twitch, we never released it.
Oh, whoops. I don't know
Yeah.
what happened to that one. Kawaii Potato.
I
what
think
was
the
it?
audio was crap. Yeah, Kawaii Potato 101, I think.
101. There it is. Twitch.tv/Kawaii Potato 101.
Everyone.
Trying out Final
I've-
Fantasy. God damn, you got a lot of views, Edward.
Yeah,
How many viewers do you get?
barely anything. On the last one,
Yeah.
I think I got, I don't know, like 10. I honestly don't remember. Let me see. Creator dashboard.
Civilization 6. Dude.
Yeah, I think because like I have someone else. Like, there's people that I know that got me kind of into this. Oh, I got 27 views, so not a lot. How do you call it? Like, I have other people that are like pretty decent. They got like 300 or a couple thousand like followers for some, and they kind of help me out. That's like sometimes they'll like raid me or like bring some of their following to
hosts,
to me.
Yeah,
hosts and stuff like that. And so like sometimes like I'll have episodes where like I'll get 40 people like viewing, and that's like for me that's like a huge ass number because like
dude, honestly that's
I have 14 followers.
Fuck, dude, I never topped that. Well, because I don't know anyone on Twitch, but I never topped out after like I think the most I got was like 12 at one time.
Oh
yeah, good times.
Yeah.
Hey, what's the game of the year?
Doom Eternal.
Did that come out this year?
Yeah,
it
Doom
did.
Eternal.
Did it? Oh yeah, it came out same time as Animal Crossing. Ooh, so there's a bit of competition right there.
Animal Crossing, nah, garbage.
You got Among Us.
Doom Eternal has a 94% on PC Gamer, 9 out of 10 on IGN. It has a 95% Google users liked it, 4.5 out of 5. Let's see. Let me see.
There's Spider-Man Miles Morales, The Last of Us 2.
Okay, so unpopular opinion, I think this game called Hades is my favorite one for the game of the year. I really like it. It's a really game. It's a hack and slash, so and it's kind of like, but man, it's just so good. Maybe it's just because it's my particular cup of tea, but it's just I don't know. I really like it. It's really good. I can't say anything more than that.
It's funny. Last of Us still has a 2.9 on the audience rating. That's funny.
Oh, and it won the fucking
game of the year.
Like it won some fucking award over Hades. Like it was Hades and The Last of Us 2 competing, and it's like fucking this piece of shit, Last of Us 2 against like one of the best games, like that came from an indie developer.
Game it's just of like the year awards. Holy shit.
Ah, fuck.
Of course, Last of Us Part 2 won Game of the Year. I mean, I guess they just wanted to watch a whole fucking movie. That's why. But
yeah, well, it's not even that. It's just that it was like, okay, yes, that was a story they wanted to tell, but it doesn't really make sense within the context of the first game. Like, look, I understand that there's a difference between a story you want to tell and a story that people expect, or like a story that people want. But like when you're a creator, there's a story you want to tell, and there's a story that like your like audience that you've already accumulated kind of expects from the story. But I don't know, I feel like this game was like Game of Thrones season 7, or like the last season of Game of Thrones, where it is just like it was ruining something for no particular reason, just to be different. At least that's how it felt when I played it. Like it's like, yeah, there's a lot of shock value, and yeah, good storytelling. It is made by a huge ass fucking company, but like it's just not that good. It's just there's way better things to do there. Like realistically, would Ellie become this based on everything that's happened? No. At least I don't think so. I don't see like a path to which like Ellie could become like this. It just doesn't make sense. It's not a good game. I don't think it's a good game. Definitely doesn't deserve Game of the Year. I would have given it to fucking Doom Eternal, fucking Hades. I'd give it to Animal Crossing before I gave it to fucking Last of Us 2.
What about Spider-Man Miles Morales?
I give it to that DLC before I give it to fucking Last of Us 2.
Is it a DLC or is it a game? Because
it's a full game, but it's like it's so short that it feels like a DLC. Like I think the actual DLCs for the original Spider-Man game were longer.
Damn.
Yeah.
4.5 out of 5. I was trying to look at the reviews, but
yeah, it's still good.
Yeah, of course, because it's 85% Metacritic. That seems kind of low for a Spider-Man game, but I don't know, 85%. Oh, there's only 85 votes, so I guess that makes sense. Yeah, people really liked it too, but I feel like it's weird that it's not even a controversial game. It's just a game that users didn't like as much, The Last of Us Part 2. And then it was like, okay, Doom Eternal, one of the best first-person shooters ever, 9.25 on Game Informer, 9 out of 10 on IGN, 94 out of 100 on PC Gamer, 10 out of 10 on GameSpew, 10 out of 10 The Sixth Access, 5 out of 5 Game Revolution, 5 out of 5 The Guardian, 5 out of 5 What Culture, 10 out of 10 on Tech Radar. Like, come on.
It's because look, it's when you're talking about the Game of the Year, kind of like in this kind of section of stuff, you got to think of it kind of more like the Oscars. Like, who's gonna win? Like the person with all the money, or like the people who make actual good quality stuff and don't have as much money.
Wait, Animal Crossing came out this. Why do I feel like it came out before, or was this a different game?
Animal Crossing New Horizons came out at the exact same time as Doom Eternal.
March 20th. Yeah. Okay. So it's a series. This year, yeah. Right? It feels like it's been around longer, right? But it hasn't. I mean, like that game.
Lockdown, coronavirus.
Exactly.
Yeah, at the same time, huh?
That's crazy.
Well, was there one before that? Like that came out recently?
The thing is, the last one came out in 2017, and that one was for when did the Switch come out, dude?
So there's like a problem with my mic.
Why?
Where's your stand, dude? You came all over it, dude?
Bro, what did you do?
I don't know. There's like a concave shit right there. It's like
did you break your mic? You dropped it.
You dropped it. You had to.
You had to have broken your mic. My God.
Oh, it probably happened. Like I just barely noticed it, but it probably happened at the same time this did.
Yeah.
When the cat came and like fucking.
And the Sid was
cat too.
Damn.
Dude,
it should be fine though.
So
yeah,
the Switch came out March 3rd, 2017. And so Animal Crossing was one of the first games for the Switch. But okay, so the Game of the Year awards, basically, the 2020 nominees were Animal Crossing, Doom Eternal, that's funny, Doom Eternal, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, Last of Us Part 2. That's it.
No, those are the ones that have multiple awards. The multiple nominations are something else. Hades, Last of Us 2, Ghost of Tsushima, Final Fantasy 7 Remake, Doom Eternal, Fall Guys, Half-Life Alyx, or whatever the fuck that is, Animal Crossing New Horizons, Fortnite, Ori and the Will of the Wisps, Spider-Man Miles Morales, Valorant, Among Us, Apex Legends, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Call of Duty Warzone, Carrion, Destiny 2, Genshin Impact, No Man's Sky, and Spiritfarer.
Should games that like came out previously be considered? That's crazy.
No, it's just games that came out like this year.
Yeah, but like Fortnite and Warzone came out last year, no?
I guess they're talking about their expansions, but I don't think those
should count. Came out 2017, so I mean,
maybe Apex Legends came out in
2018 or 2019.
Oh no, 2019 technically. Oh, I see. There's a loophole because Apex Legends came out in oh no,
February
it's coming
4th,
out in 2021 and for the Switch. Yeah, it's coming out for Switch in 2021. I thought that was the loophole where it's like, oh, it technically released on a different platform in this year, so that's their like loophole. But no, Apex Legends technically hasn't come out yet.
So I'm pretty sure it's just games that probably came back into like the zeitgeist maybe. It came
maybe. Among Us came out on the Switch in 2020, so I guess maybe they are using that loophole.
Came out on the Switch? That's tight.
Yeah, in 2020. I don't know. Because I know originally Among Us was like for the PC, right? And that came out 2015.
Yeah. Then it went to the phone, I think.
Yeah. No, I feel like that's kind of like a cop-out. Like, it should be only games that came out that year.
Mm-hmm. Dude, whoever this senior contributor for Forbes is like really bad at video games. Because for Doom Eternal, he was like, it's a sequel to the Doom reboot, and if there's anything I'm a little surprised to see here, it's probably this. I understand that it's had its fair share of avid supporters, but I personally was not a fan of the changes made to the game for the sequel, and I bounced off it in a way I didn't the first game, which I love.
Yeah, see, like, he's just biased.
Dude, it's like... So he said his first day impressions... let me see. He literally says, a perfect blend of old school concepts with brilliant level design, secret hunting, enemy encounters, and intense combat, right? So
are you talking about Matt Gardner?
No, this guy's name is Paul Tassi from Forbes, and he literally says like, okay, where is it? He was like, I've beaten a couple levels now. One thing I've noticed so far, there's a kind of odd lack of actual boss fights thus far, as the encounter to end a level is usually similar to any other encounter within that level, but that may change in time. And it's like, I don't know how many levels he played, but there's very clear like bosses, and they throw in.
He probably played at easy difficulty too.
There's a boss at the end of the tutorial.
Who's the boss at the end of the tutorial?
Like when you wake up, there's like a boss at the end of that. No.
No,
am I remembering?
No, at the end of the first level, there's no boss. But on the second one and the third one, I think there's like encounters and things like that. But I know. Okay, so you have like on like the 4th level, you meet the Marauder. On like the 5th level, you meet the Slayer Hunter, and then it's like, of course they put in small demons so you can like farm resources off them, but it's not just like, oh, it's a normal encounter.
You can't win just like fucking.
Yeah, because exactly. Could you? I mean, honestly though, it's also too easy to beat a boss by itself, because you have to have like distractions around you, because you're not fighting one boss, you're fighting a horde of demons. That's the entire point of that, right?
Yeah.
So he says, some of the mechanics like swing poles just feel off, and I keep accidentally double dashing, which can shoot me off the back edge of a platform I'm trying to reach completely. I would rather platforming be kept to finding tough to reach secrets rather than being in some lengthy main storyline segments, but I guess I'll get used to it.
I don't trust somebody from Forbes, dude. Like,
I was gonna say, Forbes is bought. Like, anytime you see any sort of business article, any sort of that, just assume it is purchased, because you can't do that. Like, that's what a lot of scammers do.
A different, company.
But have you seen the meme about how most game journalists are fucking garbage?
At games?
Like, yeah, like they're terrible at the games. Oh, let me find the Doom Eternal game journalist. I just saw this video.
That's like with everything now. Like, reviewers, they can't cook, they can't make music,
Let me send a picture. This is the first boss.
There's a difference between movie critics and then video game critics, because a movie critic, you only need to really watch it and know, okay, about story elements, about structure, about how it moves along, right?
More things go into like what makes a movie good than just story structure and that. Those are important, but they're not the only things that go into it.
But you don't have to be good at watching the movie. You get me? Right. With a video game, you have to play it and you have to like get through it so that way you can review it. Let me see if I.
A guy that only reviews French movies.
For watching a movie, there is a specific way to watch it.
What were you saying?
Oh fuck! We talked over each other. You go first, Walter.
Okay,
you go first.
Oh wait, what were you saying though? No, you go first.
Okay. I was just gonna say, like, there's still a specific way you gotta watch it. You gotta pay attention to details. You can't just like, you gotta watch it at least 2-3 times before you can really review it.
Exactly.
Well, what makes a good movie to you guys?
Way to watch it. Like, you can't just watch it and be like, oh yes, I can review this now. That's like, that's essentially like playing a game without knowing how to play the game and then reviewing it.
Yeah.
What makes a good movie to you guys?
Good story structure. No like major plot holes that you would be like, wait, this doesn't make any sense, or like, okay, wait, did you guys see Wonder Woman?
That's boring,
dude. It wasn't boring, but it wasn't like the best. It was, it was there.
Gotta sit through it. I don't see Kristen Wiig as fucking Cheetah, dude.
Kristen Wiig, yeah.
She's a comedian.
Did you finish it?
No, but like I know the ending. I know what happens.
I mean, it's cool because you get to see her as Cheetah, but I mean, you should still watch it because like it makes sense why she turned out the way she was, but it's still okay. That's besides the point. But basically, yeah, you want a good story structure. You want it to be engaging. Plot twists are nice, but you don't want it to be like, oh well, I saw that coming from a mile away, But you don't want a plot twist just for the sake of a plot twist,
Game of Thrones.
Dumbest shit ever.
I don't know. For me, okay, for me, there's two differences. Is this a good movie in general, or is this a good movie for me? And if I'm answering, is this a good movie for me?
Right.
The only question, there's only one question. Did I have fun? Did I think my time was well spent watching this movie?
Yeah, that's good for like entertainment value. If you
not just entertainment, just like for good watching.
You should watch it. Yeah.
Like if you want quality movie, like if you're talking about like, oh, what can make a better movie or what can make the best movie, that's like a different criteria where you have to pay attention to like 99 other things. But like for just, do you think this was a good movie for you to watch? It's like shit like Sharknado was gonna fit into that shit because that shit is fucking hilarious. And you cannot tell me otherwise.
Not about, I don't know about the other 7, but the first one.
Yeah, the first one.
Because if you go in understanding it's like a campy movie and you're not supposed to take it too seriously, obviously. But for critics, they don't like that kind of stuff because they're like, oh, it's below me. And if I'm not sucking Quentin Tarantino's penis after he shows me 3 hours of people driving in LA and then 2 minutes of murder, then I don't know what I'm doing. Because honestly, wait, did you guys watch
extra 30 minutes of feet?
Exactly. Did you watch Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
Great.
It was so fucking boring, dude. Don't. No. Listen. If I wanted to watch Quentin Tarantino,
I still fucking watch Batman and Robin every fucking I don't know.
It's like great because it's campy and it's fun and you're like, ooh, it's like Tim Burton's, right?
Is it Tim Burton's? It's where Jim Carrey's the Riddler.
I think that one is no.
Mm-mm. I think he only did the first one and the second one.
Batman Forever is with.
Yes, that one, Batman Forever.
Oh, it's a different director.
I had that shit on DVD. Oh, dude, I've watched it so much that the DVD I had of it has scratches on it from the playing. Ooh. That's
crazy. It's funny because he's literally perfect as as one of the Riddlers, because of that zany energy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although I feel like he'd make a better Joker. More campier Joker, because there's 3 different versions of the Joker, right? Yeah. He doesn't make a good murderous he makes it better campy, more from Adam West's kind of era, from Arrow. Yeah. He would make a really good Joker for that, because in continuity there's 3 different Jokers. There's one that's a jokester that just kind of wants money, and then there's one that's all a murderous psychopath, and then there's another one that's just the Bat's antagonist and shit like that.
Yeah, but Walter, I'm gonna fight you because Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was boring as shit,
dude. It was a good movie.
Dude, okay.
Good movie.
So literally, more than half the movie is just spent, with people driving around and shit like that. And I went into the movie not knowing anything about it. I was like, it's a Quentin Tarantino movie. Let's see what it's about, right? But it was literally just old Hollywood. Oh,
were your expectations really set high?
No, I didn't have any expectations going in because I didn't know what it was about. And then apparently it was about the Sharon Tate murders, which I don't know anything about that. So when everyone got killed at the end, I was like, is this, I don't know, and then I read, and it was supposed to be a twist.
Imagining what happened.
Exactly. And I didn't know that. It was supposed to be a twist, and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry that I don't know the history of a murder, because I'm not a murder buff. Obviously with Inglourious Basterds, that's history that everyone knows about, right? It's World War II. It's taught to you in school. You're not taught in school about the Sharon Tate murders,
Right.
That's kind of...
It's a Hollywood thing, yeah.
Exactly.
All right, I'm gonna make some people salty right now. I don't really like most of Quentin Tarantino's work.
He has a lot of good movies.
I've never found entertaining.
No, he has a lot of good movies.
There's some that I do. There's some that I do. I think what's it? The one that has
Pulp Fiction.
No, Pulp Fiction. Let me see.
Reservoir
Dogs. Reservoir Dogs is so good, dude. I mean, okay. I'm telling you.
I kind of didn't like
Hateful Eight. Was kind of just blood, but
I didn't particularly like it. It was whatever to me.
I liked Reservoir Dogs when I was younger. When I was younger, I liked it. Now I'm it's okay.
No, I still like it, but I think my favorite one.
Last time you watched
it? 2 or 3 years. Yeah, I mean,
okay,
2 or
Pulp
3
Fiction.
years.
Okay, so the ones that I like are Pulp Fiction, Kill Bill,
Django.
No, I didn't like the Django.
Jamie Foxx, man. I really like actors. I really liked Once Upon a Time because of their performances and their comedy and their. I liked all that.
Shit, I think that's all I liked. The Hateful Eight. So the 2 Kill Bills, Hateful Eight, and then Pulp Fiction are the ones that I like.
Have you seen Inglourious Basterds?
Yes.
Dude, that one's
great.
So good.
That's my favorite.
Yeah, the first 10 minutes of him interrogating and then being I knew the entire time, bitch. You're like, oh fuck, it's so good. He makes you hate him so much. Look,
I never said it was bad. I just it's whatever.
It's not one of your favorites. Yeah.
It's not one of my favorites.
I guess.
It's equal with Reservoir Dogs to me. It's okay, yeah, this is a good use of my time, but I didn't particularly like this film.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I didn't particularly like it, but it's not bad.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
a lot of these are like that, or it's just
if I share my screen, you guys can hear the YouTube video, right?
Yes.
Try.
Okay, so I want to show you guys. So okay, let me see if it works. All right.
If you try to go into this cold, they'll end up scraping you off the walls. For the most part, it's more of the same but harder, which certainly scratches an itch.
Will we get a claim for this? No, right?
That's a meme, so.
Because of YouTube, right?
Yeah. But look, watch. So a lot of game journalists saying the Ancient Gods Part 1 was too hard. Let's try to understand the reason why.
It became clear to me almost immediately that this was a horribly designed encounter that would destroy my sanity.
You said what he's trying to kill the Marauder with, right? And then he just destroys him like nothing.
And immediately after that, attempting power-up at the end of a corridor rewards you by locking you in close quarters with a Cyber Demon.
And he's like, this is how you deal with a Cyber Demon.
Oh my god.
It's so easy.
Yeah.
Just use Crucible.
So,
just don't die.
just don't die and get fucking good.
Or
Just get fucking good.
Get good.
That's the game developer talking about it, but it's literally like,
Right.
I mean, the joke is that you don't get the Crucible. That one was obviously a joke, but the thing is, he's not, the game journalist was not even learning the game, because it tells you literally when the first time you fight one of those Marauders, the guy who was having trouble with, the guy with the shield and the dog, it tells you use the super shotgun on him. It's super effective, and every time you hit him with a shotgun, it staggers him, which means, it'll interrupt him. So if he tries to attack you, he swings, and you shoot him, he'll go like, and that's what you saw happen with the other guy, right? He went, boom, 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 and then just comboed. He kept like stunning him,
staggering him, yeah.
Exactly. See, even you understand after 5 seconds of me explaining to you. But it's literally a tool tip. It'll tell you, hey, do this. And this guy's trying to use the wrong weapons. He's not even using like the right combat things, and it's like, the game is not impossible to beat. You just have to learn the combat. Like when I played it, I played it.
You just have to get good.
Exactly, dude. When I first started playing it, I would always forget to switch between guns after picking up like 4 guns. I would only switch between like 2 guns because I was like, oh, I wasn't used to switching between everything. But now when I played the expansion, I was used to switching, between back and forth. If I need this or if I need this, and because it's not just guns. You have like a flamethrower, you have grenades, you have the saw, you have a bunch of different stuff. But once you learn how to use it, I'm not gonna say it's not a hard game, because obviously it's still challenging, but it's a lot easier than if you're trying to be like, I'm just gonna do whatever and just I'm gonna play the game like I play every other game, because there's no infinite ammo, there's no reloads. Like it took me a little while to get used to not reloading, because you never have to reload as long as you have enough weapons, as long as you have enough ammo. Yeah. And then like every time you kill a demon a certain way, you get more ammo, or there's ammo that you pick up, but there's no like click and then reload and then delay. No. It took me a while to get out of that mentality going, oh, I have to reload after every shot I shoot, but yeah.
And there's even cheats that make it for unlimited ammo, like in-game cheats that you can turn on that'll make it so you have unlimited ammo.
Exactly. Also,
like if it's too hard for you.
Also, on a completely unrelated note, Bionanogenomics shot up to $1.75 a share.
Sell, dude. Sell.
Oh, dude, really?
Yeah, I sold, dude. I sold at $1.06. But I mean,
whatever.
Yeah, think of it this way: hindsight's 20/20, right? Well, obviously you're not gonna know, because it peaked at $1.30 at 7:30 a.m. and then it started going down. And then
it got scared, yeah.
And I was like, I've seen this too many times with this exact stock, and then it went down, and then it went down to like 99 cents, and I was like, yeah, that makes sense. And then it slowly started creeping up again, and I was like, ooh. So I mean, it's at $1.74
now. I should sell right now, actually. While I'm on the podcast, right? I should sell.
You're talking about the patent, right?
Yeah, because they just got a patent thing, and after one day of like almost a little bit of activity, I was like, that's probably it. Because I've seen it so many times where they announce something and they get like one day of activity, and that's it. But yeah, I don't know. They also have a reverse stock split in like.
Should I sell all of it?
Wait, how many shares do you have?
Fuck. I'm honestly not sure.
Bro, I should tell you right there.
I invested $900 and I got $900 back. So I'm like, I mean, I didn't lose money, right? At the
I invested $200. If I cash out completely right now, I'll get $350.
How much did you buy it at? It should say right there you bought it at like some.
I think I like 77 price. Or something.
77 cents. That's a little expensive, but I mean, to be fair, same thing. Hindsight's 2020. You're not gonna know how much is gonna go up, how much is gonna go down. But yeah, I bought it at like 51 cents, and then when I sold it, $1.06. I made a cool $2. $2. No, I made like $900 off it, but that was it. So I'm not even saying like, oh, I'm rich, but I just put then that money that I made off of it, I just put it on Microsoft, and I'm like, I'm just gonna leave it because I have Apple, Microsoft.
Oh, I have 263 shares. That's what I have.
263 shares. So times 1.75. Yeah, you'll make $460. Woo, that's just enough money to buy a couple of hookers. And it's Broke Till Friday.
Yes, sir. We're broke till Friday. Goodbye, my friends. We'll see you next week. Now I'ma go and beat my meat. And we're broke till Friday. Goodbye, my friends. We'll see you next week. And now I'ma go and beat my meat. And we're broke till Friday.